Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Kara Michelle and I am here to help you live your truth. And on today's video, I want to talk about the limiting belief, I am not ready yet. This has been coming up so much in my clients' lives right now, as well as just people I've been networking with here in Bali. And I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about because so many people are letting this limiting belief hold them back and keep them stuck from making the impact they were born to make, or from just following their hearts, their passions, and pursuing things that really light them up. So I'm going to break down how to tackle this and how to conquer this belief once and for all. So when it comes to this belief about I'm not ready yet, it's obviously rooted in unworthiness as well as fear. And so breaking down whether this is coming from, that inner child wound or stories from your past, stories from your upbringing where you felt unworthy and you felt like you weren't good enough for some reason or you didn't measure up. And if you can spend some time reflecting on this, it's going to change your mindset. It's going to really help open your eyes to where some of this might have started from so that you can make the changes that you want to make to this story that you keep telling yourself, because that is 100% all this is. It's you telling a story that you're not ready yet. And one day I realized in my own business that there wasn't going to be a day where God or the universe brought down this big huge sign and it said, Kara, you're ready. Do it. A lot of times we're waiting for this huge blinking sign, this neon sign with lights to tell us it's your time, go do it. And we end up waiting for ages and ages because that doesn't happen. You are ready right now and you have the ability to kind of take those first steps. Maybe you don't feel like you're ready to go all in towards whatever it is you're doing. Maybe there is still growth. There's always going to be growth. But if you're letting that limiting belief keep you stuck, it really is going to sabotage you and create a lot of procrastination, perfectionism, and more self-doubt all the time. So the other area where this might be deeply rooted from is that fear. And this obviously they kind of tie in hand, but fear of judgment, maybe fear of failure, and there's fear of success is a big one as well, because when you take the leap and you kind of take that step towards what it is you maybe currently think you're not ready for, when you take that, there is a lot of unknowns. And so there can be a lot of fear around, is this going to work out? Am I going to jump and fall? Am I going to fail? Am I going to succeed? What's going to happen if I fail? What's going to happen if I succeed? Is everyone going to judge me and run away? Is everyone going to say, oh, I told you so? Or are suddenly people going to be showing up into my life because I'm successful, and then I'm going to have all these people showing up and asking for things and expecting things? There's so many places where this fear can show up, and then it can tell your mind that it's safer to just stay where you are. And this is something we don't want, because just because your current situation is where your comfort zone is right now, that doesn't mean you want to stay in that comfort zone for the rest of your life. And if you do stay there, nothing's going to change. You're going to actually get more and more uncomfortable, because there's going to be this aching in your soul telling you should be doing something different, but you're too afraid to answer the call. And so there's going to be even more anxiety, stress, tension, and disconnect there. So fear of failure, fear in general, as well as this unworthiness, is something that you really want to reflect on. And I would love to kind of challenge you right now, if you're relating to this video. Firstly, feel free to let me know in the comments and say yeah, I feel this. And secondly, I would say spend a few minutes, get a blank piece of paper or get a journal out, and look at what is holding you back, what is telling you that you're not enough yet, and really break down where this story came from, because that's what's going to allow you to shift the narrative on the story that you're telling yourself about being ready. Okay? And then on top of that, the next thing I want to say is just how I've reframed this in my own life, because like I said, I was in that position for a long time. I had big dreams growing up. I always had these ideas of I want to help women around the world, I want to help the animals, I want to help the planet. And I always felt like, but how am I going to do it? And who am I to do this? I'm just one person. And do I actually have any skills? Do I have enough? I don't have a university degree. So that was a really big limiting belief for me for a long time of like, I don't have a degree, so I'm not going to amount to anything, because our society puts such a weight on that, especially when we were growing up. So I had a ton of blocks. Like, don't get me wrong. The thing is like, one day I realized, okay, there isn't going to be a day. There isn't going to be this big magical sign. You aren't ever going to be 100% ready, because the purpose of life is to continue to evolve and grow and up level. So you're always going to have more things to learn, right? And there's that really great quote about don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. We see people, especially in the social media world, where we see them and we think they've got everything together, and we compare ourselves and feel like I'm nowhere near that person, so I'm definitely not ready yet. But you're just at a different stage, and they were also at your stage. So last night I was talking with a friend I've met here in Canggu, and he was like, it was surprising to me, because I still have these beliefs where I think like, I'm not exactly where I want to be. There's so much more to come, and I'm excited for it. And he was looking at me going like, wow, I can't believe how much you've done in your business and how established you are and all these things. And he was super complimentary. And he's like, I kind of doubt myself and hold myself back because I don't feel like I'm ready yet. And I was like, man, I'm not any different, you know? I'm not some all-knowing being, but I do know a lot of things, and I take action on them. And I trust that the knowledge I have learned, the skills I do possess, are things that can help people, because they've helped many people before me. And the attitude I really took on was like, if I don't get over my own fear and my own I'm not good enough or I'm not ready yet mentality, so many people around the world are missing out from hearing my message, or from getting the help or the guidance or just the validation that they need. And every single time I write a post on Instagram, or every single time I'm filming a video here on YouTube, you know, yeah, I could say, oh, it's not perfect yet, or maybe I should have said something better, or I could criticize myself as much as I wanted, but then that would keep me stuck and keep me from doing anything. And I really truly believe that taking some steps forward is still better than staying stuck doing nothing and getting in that paralysis where you're just like feeling like you're not ready, beating yourself up, not taking action, and then feeling worse because you feel like you're not ready because you're not seeing results because you're not taking action. You're in this horrible loop. Whereas if you take the action, you push the button, you write your first blog post, or you send out an email blast, or you decide, you know what, I'm going to start my side hustle, even though I'm not 110% ready, I'm 75, or I feel enough that I'm prepared to take these first steps. That is what you need to do. And taking on the attitude of the fact that there are people out there right now who need to hear what you're sharing, or who are looking for your solution, looking for your positive energy or your message, and they're going to benefit from it. So the longer you hold yourself back and you wait for being ready, the longer these people are going to suffer missing out on what you have to say and what you have to share with them. So it really changed everything for me when I started to look at it that way, and almost train myself to realize like me playing it safe and waiting for the perfect time was actually kind of selfish. It was very self-centered. It was very wrapped in my own ego of, am I good enough? Am I ready yet? Am I perfect? And being critical of myself, compared to the fact of being of service and of sharing what I know, because I may still have lots of things to learn, and as we all do, I know that, but I've also know that there are a lot of people who are a few years behind me, who are waiting for what I've gone through and are waiting for what I can share with them. So the longer I self-sabotage with these limiting beliefs, the longer they're missing out on what it is they need. And really flipping the perspective here to realize that if you're constantly telling yourself you're not ready for something, you're also affecting the people around you, or the people who could be impacted in a positive way by you taking that action. So I would really challenge you to start focusing on it that way, and getting out of your head, getting out of the ego that's telling you that it's all about you and everyone's gonna judge you, or they're all gonna criticize, or people are gonna say you don't know what you're talking about. Like, if you have knowledge and you have a skill and you have a passion, whatever this could be about knitting, this could be about like business coaching, this could be about who knows what it is, right? Cooking or something, like whatever you're passionate about, or just like being ready to have a new job and you're ready to leave your current job, but you feel like you desire a new job, but you keep telling yourself you're not ready, and maybe I should stick it out here for a few more months first. Like, that's the mentality that keeps you stuck, and those are the limiting beliefs coming through. Those aren't facts. So you can break them down and see that, and start to create this new story and new narrative for yourself of like, it's freaking time for me to do this. People are waiting for me to show up. People are waiting for me to share my gift. People are waiting for me to use my knowledge in a job that better suits me compared to staying somewhere that doesn't, right? Every single situation you can apply this message to and make a difference. So if you haven't already, please check out the mindset training I've got linked down below. I dive into this a lot more, all about perspective shifts and how powerful your mind is in keeping you limited or allowing you to move forward towards the life of your dreams. It's a really crazy, powerful, free training that I've created for you guys. I'd love for you to check it out. But just remember, it's kind of very selfish of you to continue to believe that you're not ready yet for what it is you want, when there's something better out there and you could be of better service. You could be in a better place for yourself and for everyone else. And your happiness depends on you starting to break this story and break this belief and create a new one. So please, please do it. Stop listening to that voice and create a new one, okay? Please also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would greatly appreciate it. It lets me know that you're enjoying this content, so that's amazing. And also hit the subscribe button, that would be super cool. And I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye from beautiful Bali. And yeah, let me know if this resonates. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.